Right.
How kind of fun is it to come back to Las Vegas, being a Gorman grad and being back here and doing what you do?
Yeah, well, anytime you get a chance to play in front of your fans, your family and your fans here, and I mean, I have so many people I went to high school with and school with, and it's always special. I always tell people I've been with the team for 14 years and been to 85 countries, but always to play in your hometown and get some home cooking is the best.
And you were on the team with Richardson, right? Or did you ever play together
Chris
with Chris Richardson?
Yeah, I played. Well, actually, I played against him, in camps and stuff. But he actually was on the team before I got to the team at one point. But then he came back while I was on the team, and Chris Richardson was the best, man. He could dunk the heck out that basketball, man. And what a good friend. What a good friend. Yeah.
No, I wonder if you guys have played together.
Yeah.
What about the old Meadowlark Lemon and Curly Neal and how the whole thing's kind of changed, the whole Globetrotter, I guess, mystique, or not mystique, but the team, the way you do things.
Well, those. They're so funny you say that because the two guys that they always remember. Anybody is always Meadowlark Lemon and Curly Neal. Nobody knows that 100 Globetrotters came before them and hundreds after them, but those two guys set the standard of where the world was at the time. I mean, Wide World of Sports, Gilligan's Island, you name it, they were on it, you know what I mean? And for what they did, they paved the way for me and my teammates to do what we do today. I had conversations with Curly Neal saying, man, there was one point where we played for an all-black crowd, and then we played for an all-white crowd. Sometimes we would play the game before the NBA game started just to get fans in the stands. You know what I mean? So he said, and for us, I think we kind of integrated the races to come together to know that, man, we could sit down with each other and laugh at the same thing. Maybe we're not so different. So I'm hearing stories like that, thinking like, man, we've come a long way, and to keep that tradition alive and to keep people smiling, keep people coming back, we're doing our job.
What's cool too is how the game of basketball has kind of, you guys are ambassadors through basketball.
That's right. And it's the coolest thing, man. I get to do something I love to do, get to come out in my community. We're known as ambassadors of goodwill, so we have our anti-bullying program called Team Up. We have the Smile Patrol program, where we actually go to the hospitals and visit the kids that can't maybe go to the game, sign an autograph, take a picture, and maybe do a trick or two for them, just to put joy and smiles on people's faces. It's the best gift that you can always give back, because we can go to a different country and may not speak the language that well, but we always get that message across of having a good time and smiling, and that's what we're about.
What are some of the countries, a couple examples of countries that you've gone into that maybe are not too familiar with the Harlem Globetrotters, where it's like, whoa, this is the coolest thing ever?
I tell you what, I've been to Jerusalem at one point, down at Tel Aviv, Israel, and you kind of get, we're already sticking out like a sore thumb out there with all this stuff on, and and they look at you once, they look at you twice, then it's like, okay, then we give them a smile. Hey, won't you give this kid a little ticket, come to the game, who has no idea what we do, and all of a sudden you see him smile, and then it's like, there it is. That's all you need, just that one little smile, and that's what it's about. You know what I mean? And I think Globetrotters have just, have introduced the game of basketball to so many different countries and so many different people. I even have a story about meeting Dirk Nowitzki he was one of the first superstars I met as a rookie, and he said, man, if it wasn't for the Globetrotters, I don't think I would be. My game probably I wouldn't play basketball, because I remember going to a Globetrotter game as a kid thinking like, God, that is so cool what they do. And to see his career take off and to do the things he did in the NBA was unbelievable. It speaks volumes.
It's cool because everybody probably remembers, at least around here, whatever, seeing the Globetrotters. It's one of my favorite memories as a little kid, when you just, all the cool things they can do and the dunks and da-da-da. What do you have to do now that's special, different, because so many people dunk? And
oh, well, you have to bring something special to the table. We got guys that comes to training camp, and if you jump high, you can handle the ball, you can dribble. Something's got to stand out with it. You know what I mean? But I always tell people at the same time that if you might see some of the best tricks, and you might see some of the best dunks. This guy can shoot, this girl can shoot, she can dribble, all this stuff. But if your attitude is not good, then you're not a Globetrotter. That's what I always tell people, because it's more than basketball. It's more than just dunking. It's more than just putting up a shot or a four-pointer shot, the Steph Curry range, you know what I mean? It's about connecting to the people and making memories, and that's what we're all about.
Don't you feel bad you've beaten the Washington Generals like 599,000 times to one?
Hey, last time they won was in 1971, and I wasn't born yet, so my record is pretty good.
All right, so after Vegas, where do you go?
You
You don't go There's
No.
certain guys, right? You do certain places.
Actually, the team is traveling right now. I'm fortunate that I was at home at the time, and they're giving me that opportunity to play in my hometown, and I get to play the game and go right back to my bed, go right back home.
Aren't you coming back next month though here or something?
You
I
know,
thought you guys were coming this fall.
no, it's this is called our summer tour. So our next tour, our training camp starts in this November, I believe. That's where we work on the new show and all that stuff, and then it'll kick off December 26th, where we go from December 26th all to about mid-April. Then after that, then you have the Europe tour, the China tour, the Australia tour, the South America tour. So we play well over close to almost 300 games.
Wow, you're going to China.
Yeah, I've been.
How
I
cool
can't
is
count
that?
how many times I've been to China. It's been fun. It's been
Yeah.
fun. You get to see all different ethnic groups of people, and and it's so cool because no matter where we go, we're always the home team, which is pretty cool.
Very good. Very
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Let's see a couple of tricks you got here.
Gotcha. Here we go.
You guys want to have him do that over here? You have a better background. You want to have him do it at the better background.
Oh yeah, we should have. Nice.